Hello everyone. Today we are going to cover SAP cost distribution cycle. In SAP, different departments or cost centers incur different types of expenses during day-to-day operations. But in most cases, the incurred expenses belong to different departments. So during every month end, these expenses are reallocated to respective departments or cost centers. There are different methods available for month-end allocation of costs like distribution, assessment, activity allocation, periodic reposting. Out of the allocation methods, distribution method is one of the important and most commonly used method. Distribution process is mainly used for allocating the amount of one or more sender cost objects to multiple receiver cost objects. In this method, we use primary cost elements for distribution purpose. In this method, we can allocate both planned and actual costs. The transaction code used to define distribution cycle is KSV7 for planned and KSV1 for actual cost distribution. Transaction code to execute distribution cycle. To execute planned cost distribution, we use KSVB, and to execute actual cost distribution, we use KSV5. Let's take an example test scenario. A building rent amount of 1 lakh is paid by the admin department. This building is shared by three departments: production department, HR department, and IT department. And in the ratio 2 is to 3 is to 5. So we need to define a distribution cycle to distribute this 1 lakh rupees of rent as 20% to production department, 30% to IT department, and 50% to HR department. After execution of our distribution cycle, the amount should appear like this. This 1 lakh rupees posted in admin department should be nullified by posting a negative entry with a minus sign. In production department, 20,000 should appear as 20% of 1 lakh. In IT department, 30,000 should appear, and in HR department, 50,000 should appear. Let's go to SAP system and try to test this thing. First, create 4 cost centers, one for sender and 3 for receiver purpose. Go to KS01 cost center. Click on enter. Give any name. Person responsible. Cost center category 1. Select cost center hierarchy. Currency INR. Hit enter again. Click on click on 3 more cost centers for receiver purpose. Give name and click on hit enter. Cost center for IT department. Hit enter. give name, hit enter, again click on save, and last one HR department, HRD, give name, hit enter, again click on save. So we have created one cost center for sender and three cost centers for receiver, like we explained in our test scenario. Let's post this 1 lakh rupees of rent using transaction code FB60. Go to transaction code FB60, give any name, vendor number, invoice date, testing, give amount. So here we need to give our sender cost center. Is that CC underscore ADM. Hit enter. Click on save. So we have successfully posted 1 lakh rupees of rent to cost center admin. Let us go to this cost center report and see how the values are appearing for the sender as well as the receiver cost centers. Go to cost center report, accounting, controlling, cost center accounting, information system, reports for cost center accounting. Double click on report. Select from period and to period. Your cost center ADM CC underscore. What is that? Let's give individual values here. CC underscore HRD C underscore PRD C underscore ITD. Click on execute and again execute. So here we can see only one cost center, that is the sender cost center, is having value of 1 lakh rupees posted to some GL account. For example purpose we have taken 4016. This is a primary cost element. Don't go by this test. For sample purpose we have posted some expenditure to this sender cost center. So now we have to define a actual cost distribution cycle in KSV1. Go to transaction code KSV1, any name, D500, start date, start of the month 11/2022. Give any text, you can enter, save, click on attach segment, give segment name, segment, select posted amount, actual value. Here in receiver tracing factor, select receiver rule as fixed percentage and go to sender receiver tab. Here we need to give the sender cost center CC underscore ADM. This is the sender cost center. Here we need to give the GL account in which the amount was posted. The expense was posted. Here we have posted to 4016 GL account. This is a primary cost element. And here we need to specify the cost centers to which we want to distribute receiver cost center. So HRD to CC underscore HRD to PRD. Hit enter. Go to sender values. Select 100% and actual values. Select version as 0. Go to receiver tracing factor tab. Here we need to enter the percentage by which the amount should be distributed. Give 20% to HRD. What is that? No, 50% to HRD, right? 50% to HRD, 30% to ITD, and 20% to PRD. Click on save. Okay. Go back. Click on check. Okay. Go back. Go back. Yes. So we have created our distribution cycle D500. Now go to KSV5 and execute this cycle. Go to transaction code KSV5. Select period. Test run. Here we need to select our distribution cycle which we created in KSV1. Hit enter. Select test run and execute. Here we can see that sender is 1 and receivers are 3, which is correct only as per our test scenario. The sender is admin department, the receiver should be IT department, production department, and HR department. Click on senders. So we can see our sender cost center and the value is 1 lakh, which we posted in transaction code FB60. And click on receivers. Here we can see receiver HRD, ITD, and PRD, and percentages as well we can see. If we double click on it, we can see the document posted. So the PRD department has received cost from ADM department, admin department. These three line items we can see 20,000, 30,000, 50,000, total to 1 lakh. And same wise, there is a negative entry posted in admin department 2, 3, total 1 lakh rupees. Go back and remove test run and execute again. We should see that there should not be any errors. If there are any errors, processing completed without any errors, this line should appear. Sometimes what will happen is here it will show warning or error, something like that. Then we need to verify again and correct and reprocess again. In our case, it is processed successfully without any errors. Go back and remove test run and execute again. Go back. Now let's go to our cost center report. So here we can see only one entry is there of 1 lakh rupees to G114016. Once when we go back and come again into this report, what we should see this entry should be having compensating entry, negative entry, and along with that we should see able to see 3 more cost centers as receiver. Execute again. So here we can see one are sender and three are receivers. In sender, earlier we were having only one line, this one only in debit side. Now after execution this distribution cycle, one more entry got posted, credit entry. The point to be noted is the same GL account, the primary GL account is used in distribution here 4016. So in receivers also we will be seeing this GL account only. So 1 lakh is distributed to these three cost centers. The same GL account 50,000 and 50%, 20,000 and 30,000, total to 1 lakh rupees. So with this we have successfully defined our distribution cycle, executed and tested also. Thank you. Now let's test the planned cost distribution scenario. Let's consider the same cost center, same values, but as planned figures. Earlier we used FB60 for posting actual data. Now we will be using KP06 for posting planned cost. So let's go to KP06 and post our planning cost. Enter KP06 and hit enter. Version 0, period 11 to period 11, fiscal year 2022, cost center or receiver sender cost center, admin cost center, AC underscore ADM. Leave activity type blank, give or cost element 4016. Enter. Leave fixed amount as 1 lakh. Click on save. So we have posted 1 lakh rupees of planned rent to our admin cost center. Let's go to cost center report and see how it is reflecting in planned section. Accounting, controlling, cost center accounting, information system reports, planned actual cost reports. Give our cost centers, administrative cost center, production cost center, HR cost center, IT cost center. Click on execute. Now we can see the planned value is posted from KP06. You can see 1 lakh rupees in planned cost in center cost center. In receiver cost centers, the planned cost is not there. Receiver 1 is production cost center. Receiver 2 HRD cost center. Here also it is blank. Receiver 3 IT income information technology department. This is also blank. I mean planned cost is blank here. So let's go to KSV7 to define our planned cost distribution cycle. Okay. KSV7. Give any name to our cycle. Start date of the month. Text. Hit enter, click on save, click on attach segment, give segment name, sender rule as posted amount, and select planned values, radio button. In receiver tracing factor, select receiver rule as fixed percentage. Go to sender receivers tab, select sender cost center, administrative department, and cost element, and our receiver cost centers. Cost center HRD to cost center PRD. Hit enter. Go to sender values tab. Update share in percentage as 100% in version 0. Receiver tracing factor as HRD 50%, ITD 30%, and PRD as 20%. Hit enter. Click on save. OK. Go back. Click on save. OK. OK. Check. Formal cycle check was successful. Go back. Go back. Now we have defined our distribution cycle for planned cost. Let us execute this planned cost distribution cycle in KSVB. KSVB. Period as 11. Select test run cycle 600. Click on execute. Here we can see processing completed without errors, and the sender is 1 and receivers are 3 as we expected. Double click on this. We can see the sender is administrative department and receivers are HRD, ITD and PRD. Total 50,000, 30,000 and 20,000. Total coming to 1 lakhs. Go back. Go back. Remove test run and click on execute. Now let's go to our cost center report and see how the values are reflecting. Here we can see that planned values column is blank for all 3 receivers. Go outside and come again. Click on execute again. Now here this value we posted from KP06 planned value, and this value is distributed value. Since we have selected 100% distribution in our distribution cycle, so the entire amount is distributed 1 lakh. This plus and minus, it will become to 0. And receiver 1 PRD cost center will be receiving 20%. So 20,000, and HRD will be receiving 50%. So it is updated as 50,000, and ITD as 30%, and it is coming to 30,000. With this, we have successfully defined our planned cost distribution cycle and executed it. Thank you.